Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Jordy Jordan, better known as Wings of Redemption. I'm just curious, all right? And this is just a good way, I think, to break the ice. Why did you decide, out of all these years that people have asked us to do something together, that this would be the right time to do it? Like, why are you coming on today?
You asked me to. You asked me originally, back in March of this year,
Mhm.
and I wasn't in a good headspace. Like I was. Well, let's go and talk about that. We had
Sure.
fat camp. We had fat camp that happened, and like there was this incident where like I knocked my wife over onto a table while I was upset at Keemstar, and whatever it is, whatever people say aside, what ended up happening, right? I thought a 6'5", dude was holding me back, and I used a level of force I shouldn't have used because I thought it was going to be like a 250-pound man, and it wasn't. It was my wife, and I regret that to this day, right? Like I never wanted to do that and that kind of stuff. But there was this whole creeping dread that, and I was just in a bad headspace real for a long time. I went through a period of like 2 months of depression. I put on 40 pounds of weight, and all I did was like just sleep and just do what I had to do to make sure the light bill, because the light company don't take hugs, right?
That's correct.
And that was basically my whole life for a while. And like you looked at that as me like, oh, blowing you off because I don't need you at that point. And then I went back to locale, which I didn't want to go back to locale. I did it because one, everybody wanted me to do it. Two, a guy that I respected asked me to do it, which is Tommy. Don't which I respect Keemstar as well. Like don't get me wrong. I don't not respect Keemstar, but like Tommy's always been a straight shooter. He's always been a true friend that had no like stipulations or no like aspirations of like my time or my personal gain or anything like that. So he asked me to do it. So like, all right, I'll give it another shot. Which I quit. I've already quit again. Because like
Just
I wasn't
recently, right?
happy.
It was just like 2, 3 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah, yeah. I just wasn't happy with it. Like it's mentally, to me. I have authority issues, and I hate having a boss. I'd rather make less money without a boss than go and have somebody tell me to clean the toilet. I've never been me.
All right. So now you're not on Lalcow anymore for a few weeks. You're trying to do your own thing. I know for a fact, you're really grinding away at Battlefield 6 recently on your streams, and you're trying to make it, work again, which I understand. When you're putting all your effort or a lot of your effort into this Lalcow thing for so long, and now you're trying to get back into the grind of doing your own content, it's tough, especially when you're trying to regain that audience. There's a new game out. You're trying to get them to watch a new game instead of just the usual Call of Duty stuff. And,
Battlefield's travesty.
but
I don't know how old you are, but like how old were you when you started YouTube?
26, 27,
Yeah, because I
I
was
want to say.
24 when I started, so like it's a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I had that same moniker. Like when I first started YouTube, I wanted to be known as the best in the world, right? Like I wanted to be that guy on Call of Duty. And like as I've gotten older, I realized it ain't happening and it's never going to happen. And like and people say, oh, your Twitch reflexes go first. No, that's not true. I still have fighter jet reflex. I have 175 millisecond response time on like my hand-eye coordination. That's fighter jet pilot. Have you ever had to scrim for 8 hours, like just play Call of Duty at the highest level for free for 8 hours? I'm like, this. I could go make YouTube videos and make more money in doing this.
The topic of you and me fighting, right? So I don't even know how it
Okay.
came up on your stream. I really have no clue who brought it up or whatever, but someone bait you
I know.
into this comment. Okay, so how did it happen? How did someone bring it up?
Somebody came to my comment and said Phil was on a Lummox video stating that he would knock you out in one round. That's what it came to
Nope.
me.
Of course, that never happened.
Yeah.
Here is my perspective. Okay, you and me in a ring, we square up. Immediately, what I do is I step away from you and I never let you touch me because I have stamina. I can just dance around you. I don't know if I'd be able to effectively strike you or hit you, but I'm going to tire you out. You're never going to be able to hit me. Even if you come at me, I'm just going to step aside until you're beat, you're tired, and then that's it.
Well,
I already
the only
won.
issue is that the only issue with that is I've actually trained in boxing and I know how to cut the ring off.
Well, there you go. And I don't have any boxing skill whatsoever. But
Yeah.
obviously, if we were to fight, I would train, I would learn all that. And we,
'Cause, like,
but that was the point.
As a fat Phil, you don't fight the skinny guy out in the living room. You fight him in the bathroom.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
You play to your strengths, and that would be your
Yeah.
strength is you have insane size on me and you can just overwhelm me if you get close enough to me. Exactly right. But anyway, that's the point. Someone, I don't know how it came up, but someone was like, "Oh, like Wings would beat up DSP." I'm like, "No, Wings would never hit me. If we were actually in a real fight and we were training, Wings would never hit me. I would never allow him to get close enough to me before he would gas out, and that would be the end of the fight."
What is the true story behind the Corolla wheel?
The Corolla wheel, I don't know what that is.
There was a
I
situation, I think Cat was at work, and you stated that somebody stole one of the wheels off
oh,
of your car.
yes,
Just one single wheel.
correct. Yes, that's what
Is that
happened.
the true story? It
100%.
it wasn't that your wife, like, curbed the out of it and it blew the tire.
No,
No,
no.
they just went and took just one wheel.
I'm sitting here streaming, okay, and I get a text from my wife who's getting out of work and normally would just be
Yeah.
driving home, and she says, "I really don't know what to do. Our entire wheel is missing from the car." I said, my reaction was exactly like yours. I was like, That can't really be what happened. There's gotta be something going on here." So I'm trying to get the real story out of her, and she's like, "No," and she takes a picture. My car is on a tire jack. The entire wheel assembly has been removed, missing, and they left the
Le
jack.
At least they left the jack, at least it wasn't on the ground.
Yeah,
But
and I'm
one of the issues I have with this picture, I don't know if you've seen this picture in a while, but, like, and the reason I was like, that this can't be the true story because, like,
uh-huh,
she's parked in a way that she's taking up, like, 3 parks. Like, she's not directly in a park, like, the car is, like,
uh-huh.
sitting slightly slanted, and then you could see, like, the wheels missing and the jack's there, and it's like, "Huh."
Oh, I have no
And it
idea
get
about that.
and
When
it
I
it
when I got there,
this is deep within, like, you had the person link your bank stuff
oh,
as well, like,
that
this
was
hap
way earlier. That was like 3, 4 years earlier before that, because this was only
well,
like 2 years
it
ago
might
that
feel
happened.
like the same, yeah.
Yeah. But no, I don't know about the parking position. I know that was a mall parking lot, and obviously mall parking lots, who knows how they paint the lines in that? I have no clue. But the whole
Or
fucked
you
up
just
thing
gonna say
about
cat can't park.
I don't know. I really have no idea. You wanna know the truth? Not once ever has she driven the car when I've been in it. When we're together, I
You
drive. 100%.
well, I can't say that, I'm the same way. My wife hates driving when I'm there because I critique her driving because she drives like a woman. And
She
I'll say
just
this, you could be sexist to me. Women are bad drivers as a species.
all I know is when we're together, she would rather that I do it. So I'm like, I don't care. I need to practice. Dude, I drive way less than she does. She's out here, several times a week working. I only leave the house 1, 2 times a week to drive. So I need to practice driving so I don't
So
get fucking
you ever
rusty.
get in the car and just be out of gas?
No, because I do keep an eye on it. I do. And she's good at telling me when we're low on gas, so that, we know to get it. Either she gets it on the way home or we'll get it when we're out or whatever, not a big deal there.
Dude, I would
But
hate to live the life you're living right there, dude. My wife treats a car like a garbage can.
But I just want you to think of it this way. The tire is completely removed. Not the tire. The entire wheel assembly was removed. So I lost everything, the entire assembly. And I show up and I'm staring at it. I can't believe it. The mall security can't believe it. Bystanders can't believe it. We're all
They
just like,
were
what
no
the happened? Oh, there's cameras. The problem is I live in Washington State, the most, well, okay, second or third most liberal state in the country, where no one cares. So we called the police. They said, file an online report. We filed the online report. We sent the pictures. We gave the information to the mall security. Okay. The police literally never contacted us. They didn't care. Not
Dude,
a
I
big
would have
deal.
wanted the video footage just to put online just to make the money off of it. I
What's
met you
that?
through a conversation with Hutch as your daddy. Remember Hutch?
Of course. Yeah. That's
We were in a
interesting.
Skype call. We were in a Skype call, and this is right when Machinima kicked off. So this is like 2009, 2010. It's 2009, 100% it's 2009. And he comes in complaining about you. Like, he is so frustrated with you because, like, because he was apparently your caseworker. He had just got his job at Machinima. They had hired him. He was your caseworker, and you didn't want to put on the watermarks on your videos because you did so many videos.
Yes. Yeah.
You remember this conversation? I've
I
always wondered, like, what your side of the story of this was.
100%, because my content was so different from what Machinima was doing. Machinima was trying to get someone who was like a specialist or a guru or a really good player at a particular kind of game to pump out this like edited content. Here's my quick scoping montage. Here's, and then if you're doing that, of course, it's one video you're putting out, you put the watermark on it. Not a big deal.
Mhm.
I wasn't doing that. I was doing raw playthroughs. So any given day, and by the way, back then YouTube could only do 10-minute videos. Remember?
Mhm.
So here I
I
am.
actually liked that back in the day.
Well, yeah, you could pump out a ton of content and get a whole bunch of ads and shit. It was great.
Yeah.
But so here I am. I'm doing a playthrough. I get the new game in the morning. I pop it into my Xbox 360. I start recording. Within 4 hours, dude, I've got like 24 videos. Now, we're not talking 2025 technology. We're talking 2010, 2011
Oh, you were on
PCs.
the camera back then, weren't you?
I was. Now imagine taking that camera footage and running each video through a video editor just to add a watermark. That would have taken days, like no exaggeration. Each video takes an
Mhm.
hour or two, even if it's 10 minutes. Back then, it takes that long. So you're talking, you want me to upload my videos 3 days late because you want your watermark on it? Like, are you insane? You know, so I told them no. I said, listen, if I do edited video, if I'm doing a vlog, if I'm doing, I'll play the intro or whatever. There is zero chance I'm putting this watermark on these gameplay, this raw gameplay. It would hinder me so much. I wouldn't be able to pump it out. And the thing was, at first they were pissed, but after they saw the amount I was putting out and the amount of views and money I was making, all of a sudden they clammed right up and didn't give a
I think the vast majority of people lost money because, like, back they like Google had like invested in Machinima,
Mhm.
so they gave them like $28 million or some, and then they gave it to people with not business tags but gamer tags, right? Like these weren't businessmen; these were like people that played games casually that ran the Machinima channel, and they're like, "Oh, where's $28 million? What do we do? Well, let's get some contracts. Let's lock it up so nobody else can do it." So they gave everybody these ludicrous contracts.
Yep.
I remember Kyle had a contract where he got like $3 for every 1,000 views that he put on his channel,
It's
and it's
significantly more than I was making too.
yeah,
So
yeah, like I looked at him like, Kyle, you balling Playboy, because I think I got $2. I think
yeah,
that's what I got.
that was like the standard was the 2, and then the
Yeah.
big guys got the 3.
Did you really spend like a sports car worth of money on this game?
Well, the game, let's give you a full background. The game came out in 2017. Okay. It's
Mhm.
been out since then. So it's like over 8.5 years the game's been out. Since the game came out, yeah, I spent a lot of money on it. For sure.
Because like
100%.
I've seen numbers, and like I'm like, these numbers can't be real. Because like
Then
people were like basing it off like your bank account leaks and everything else. And it's like Phil has spent like $100,000 off this game in the last 10 years.
the truth is I have absolutely no clue how much I've spent. I don't. I really don't. I never tallied it all up or whatever. But the numbers that these people use are always erroneous because here's why. The way mobile games work, there's 2 ways to buy in a mobile game. You can either buy
Mhm.
directly through the mobile game, and that's expensive as, or they all have ways to bypass the game and buy outside because they get the money directly, and then the Apple Store or Google Store don't get a cut. Okay.
So
People who actually play these games for real don't ever spend money in the game. You'd be an
so
idiot.
you perfected the art of getting to the slot machine. Like instead of
Yeah.
paying the slot machine's fee, you're like, I'm gonna pay the slot machine repair guy's fee.
Yeah, why on earth would you buy full price ever? You don't. And depending on where you buy, you can get credits that
So
now you get free and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
so
So they base all their calculations on if I was a complete fucking idiot and I opened my wallet and tossed money at the game, I spent 100 grand. No, I didn't spend 100 grand. That's a moron that does that. You use the ways that they provide to save the
I
money,
mean,
to get the
well,
discounts, to have the character. By the way, so for example, there's an event going on, right? If you have the character from last month that was the new character in the game, you already beat the event. You didn't have to spend any money because that's how
yeah,
it's
yeah,
built. You know
you're
what I'm
saying it's a
saying?
more spend 100 grand, but like people are gonna take that. Like even if you got 50% off,
Mhm.
that's still $50,000 of 100 grand.
Yeah,
That's a Chevrolet Tahoe.
you're right.
Like
You're right. I mean,
it
you're absolutely right. And I think what it is everyone has something that they like to spend money on, right?
now here's the
Everyone.
hard question, Phil. Here's the hard question. What
Mhm.
was going on in your life at the time that made you go to WB Champions to get to that point where it's like you had to do this? Like what was the appeal of it? Like did you like being high on the leaderboard? Did you like just being good at the game? Was it something you did while you were like inebriated? Like what headspace are you in when you're buying like $200 worth of this stuff?
It depends. Like, for example, at first, whenever you start playing something new and there's the feeling, the endorphin rush that, oh, if I just buy something immediately, I get a bunch of the top tier. and now it's like a shortcut into winning. It's not like us playing console games where you
Mhm.
wanna earn it. In these games, it's literally spend to win. Everyone knows that about mobile
So
games. It's spend to win. So you spend, you immediately get to win. You immediately get that, "Oh, I level up the good new character. I'm kicking ass. I'm beating all the game modes and stuff like that." Um, for me, mobile games have literally never been more than just a way to have something passively relaxing to do in the background. I never sit here and I'm like, I'm going to play WWE Champions for 4 hours straight right now. It's never happened. Jordy, thank you so much for your time. Everyone who watched, thanks for watching.